Right here. Let's get into this paper. Nice. It says the function f of x is 2x cubed minus x squared plus h x minus 6. And it asks f of x expressed as its factors is 2x plus 1 times x plus 2 times x minus 3. So what is the value of h? As you can see right here, h is just the value of the product of, it's the pairwise product of the three roots. So h is actually equal to, the roots would be minus a half, which is minus a half, times minus 2 times, all right, so let's not do it that way, right? H over 2, sorry. H over 2 is equal to, because remember, it's C over A. So C over A is minus a half times minus 2 plus, that's minus a half times 3 plus, that is going to be 3 times minus 2. So when you work this out, that gives you what is h over 2. So working this out, you're going to get h over 2 equal, h over 2 is equal to, plug all of that in a calculator, minus a half times minus 2 plus minus a half times 3 plus 3 times minus 2, and so we get negative 6.5. This gives us negative 13 over 2. So if you multiply through by 2, that's going to then give you h equal negative 13. That is h, negative 13. Easy question. So it then to express this as a single fraction. To express this as a single fraction, what do you notice? You have x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9 is really x minus 3 times x plus 3. So this, the common denominator is going to be x squared minus 9. X plus 3 into x squared minus 9. That leaves x. This leaves x minus 3. So you get x minus 3 plus x squared minus 9 into x squared minus 9 is 1. That leaves 3. And so x minus 3 plus 3 is just x. And so you get x over x squared minus 9. X over x squared minus 9. And that is just option A. Easy question. Nice. Question 3, which of the following is x times 1 minus x? All right, so because x squared is negative, and this is a maximum function with roots 0 and 1, which is option B. Easy. Question 4. Question 4 says f of x is ax squared plus bx plus c. It can be expressed as, so when you complete the square, we know that h is what? H is b over 2a. Yeah, man. H is b over 2a. Right? And so looking for b over 2a, see here, this is h plus k, and k is 4ac minus b squared over 4a. This one is k. And so it come all the way down to D, option D. Nice. Question 5. A quadratic equation is such that the sum of the roots is minus 2 over 3 and the product is 3 over 4. What's the quadratic equation? So always remember, a quadratic equation can be written as x squared minus the sum of the roots, so it's going to be x squared plus 2 over 3 times x minus the product of their roots, or plus the product of their roots, sorry. So it's plus 3 over 4 equals 0. What we're going to do then is multiply this equation by 12. Multiplying this equation by 12, you're going to get 12x squared. And then now, 12 times 2 over 3. 12 times 2 over 3 is 8. So you get plus 8x. And then you multiply 3 over 4 times 12, you get plus 9. So it's 12x squared plus 8x plus 9. Option A. Easy. Soft. This is a repeat question again. Which is B. This is a repeat from almost every year. Repeat from 2014. Next question. Find the set of values for x for which this is greater than 0. So first thing you have to do is multiply both by x minus 1 all square. Multiplying by x minus 1 all square, you're going to get 2x plus 1 times x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. All right? That's when you multiply both sides by x minus 1 all square. So this is what we times it by, just to write it down, x minus 1 all square. This is what we multiplied it by. And so that means that x is going to be less than or equal to a half from this. X is less than or equal to negative a half, or x is greater than 1. On this side, x is greater than 1. Nice and easy. That is option D. If you were to sketch a graph, it looks something like this. Something like this. This would be negative a half. This would be the 1, and you want outside the roots. Outside the roots. So option D. Question 8, f of x is 1 over 8x cubed. And so if x is between minus 2 and 4, then what is the range? Just plug in negative 2. When you plug in negative 2, what you're going to get is, when you plug negative 2 into x, you're going to get minus 2 cubed, minus 2, and you cube it and you multiply it by 1 over 8. I get negative 1, so it's this one. You plug in the 4, you're going to get 4 cubed multiplied by 1 over 8. That's 8. So this is it, option C. All right. Now this is a repeat question from 2015, which we have already looked at. Repeat from 2015. And this was, I believe, option C. Nice. Which of the following is a function? To determine if it's a function, I do a vertical line test. Vertical line test. As you can see, 2 points of intersection. So 2 x values, 2 y values mapping to 1 x value. And so this right here is not a function. This one, not a function as well. 2 x values. So now it's option A. Easy. Moving right along. All right, it says now f of x is 1 over x plus 1. F of x is 1 over x plus 1. What is f inverse of 1? To find f inverse of 1, all you need to do is solve f of x equal 1. Solve f of x equal to 1. Solving f of x equal to 1, you're going to have 1 over x plus 1. 1 over x plus 1 equal to 1. And so what we're going to get then is x must be 0. That's the only way, x is 0. Nice, easy. All right, question 12 is a big repeat question. We just can go straight to it, option D, and we saw that this was a repeat from 2015. Easy. It says find the value of x for which 9x, 9 to the x plus 1 is 3. If we have 9 to the x plus 1 is 3, all right, then what do we notice? We notice that we have 9 to the x plus 1 is 3. This have a base of 3. And so what you're going to do is rewrite 9 as 3 squared. And then 3 squares being multiplied by x plus 1. So it's 3 to the 2 times x plus 1. And that is equal to 3 to the x, 2 to the x plus 1. And that's equal to 3 to the 1. So what you end up solving is, you're going to end up solving 2 times x plus 1 equal to 1. And so what that is going to be is 2x plus 2 equal to 1. And so 2x equal negative 1. And so x equal negative 1 over 2. Nice and easy, soft. X equal negative 1 over 2. Option B. Easy question. All right. This one asks us, this is a big repeat question. We know this is 2. This is a repeat from 2014. Repeat from 2014. Easy. The expression root 5 minus 1 over 1 plus root 5 when simplified. Work this out when it is simplified. So we just need to rationalize this by multiplying by the conjugate of the denominator. So we're going to get root 5 minus 1 multiplied by root 5 minus 1 is then going to be multiplied by 1 minus root 5 over, this is now the difference of 2 square. 1 plus root 5 times 1 minus root 5 is going to be 1 square minus root 5 square, which works out to be negative 4. So then what we're going to get is, when we multiply them out, root 5, that's going to be root 5, root 5. This is going to be root 5 times minus root 5, that's now minus 5. Then minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. Then minus 1 times minus root 5 is plus root 5. So we'll get plus root 5 over negative 4. And so root 5 plus root 5 is 2 root 5. So what we're getting is 2 root 5, 2 root 5 minus 6 over negative 4. They will divide through by negative. Well, we need to factor out a half. We need to factor out a half. So factor out a half. 2 over 4 is a half. So factor out a half. And then we're going to be left back with, when you factor out a half, the minus go up in here, and so you get 3 minus root 5. So it's a half times 3 minus root 5. That's which one? Option D. Question 16. Question 16 says, what is the value of x in this? So what I like to do is bring logs to one side. So I would bring over the log over here and write it as log to base 3 of. I'm going to bring this log over to this side. So I subtract it, and then I'm going to get the log of. When I bring it over here, I'm doing it in 2 steps. It's then going to be the log of 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 11. And that's going to be equal to 2. Using laws of logarithm, and that is just telling me then that 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 11 is equal to 8. Using laws of logarithm, I get 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 11 is equal to 8. Need just a little more space to finish off this. Let's see where I can finish this off. All right, so 2x plus 1. Let's go to a clear page and a whiteboard. So we have 2x plus 1 divided by 3x minus 11. And we're getting that is equal to 8. And if that is equal to 8, then all we need to do is cross multiply to get 2x plus 1 is equal to 8 times 3x minus 11. So we go down, we get 2x plus 1 is equal to 8 times 3x is 24x minus 8 times 11. 8 times minus 11 is minus 88. We carry over the 2x, and so we get 22x is equal to, carry over the 2x, carry over the 88 over here. We get 89, and something looks filthy. All right, just checking those answers because something looked a little filthy. So 22 over x is 89. So x is equal to 89 over 22. Can this be simplified? Something looks filthy right here. Let me go back and see. This is, okay, I see what was filthy. 3 square is not 8. 3 square is not 8. 3 square is 9. Oh gosh, that's awful of me. 3 square is 9. 3 square is 9, so that's filthy. That was filthy. So this should have been 9. It should have been 9. It should have been 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 11 is 99. That's too much editing. Let's have to just redo that. That's too much. So it's 2x plus 1 divided by 3x minus 11. And of course, it's now equal 9. So let's just do this real quickly. We're going to do this in a flash. So it's just going to be 2x plus 1 is equal to 9 times 3x minus 11. Doing this in a flash, it's 2x plus 1 is equal to 27x minus 99. We bring 27x, 2x over here to get 25x equal. We bring minus 99 over here to get 100, x equals 4. That's it, x equals 4. Now we're good. All right, it says the series minus 2, 4 over 3 minus 8 over 9 converges to. Now this is minus 2 over 1. All right, so I'm going to write that out for us. Minus 2 over 1. Let's go to whiteboard here. Minus 2 over 1 plus 4 over 3 minus, I think it was 8 over 9. So if we were to continue, this would have been plus. Notice what is happening. 2 cubed. So this would have then been 16 over. This then is what? Looking at it, 9. Okay. So then it would be 27. Then it would have been minus. That would have been 32 over 27 right here is, next one would be 81. And continue. Now, how I like to look at it, I like to separate it as two different GPs. I like to group up my -1 them together. So I group up my -2, my -8/9, and my -32/81. I like to group those ones first. And then I add plus. I keep my positive ones them over here. Plus, continuing, plus my positive one them over here, which is 4/3, plus my 16/27, plus whatever is next to come. So now, in order to add these now are what? They're converging, and so I can use sum to infinity to find it out. Sum to infinity is a, which will be -2/1 minus r, where r is equal to, I need to find r is equal to -8/9 divided by 2. -8/9 divided by 2. Put that in a calculator. -8/9 divided by 2 is -4/9 divided by -2, sorry. So r works out to be 4/9. And so what I get is -2/1 minus 4/9 plus I work out over here, which is a, which is 4/3 divided by 1 minus, I work out the common ratio for here, 16/27. R, of course, is 16/27 divided by 4/3. 16/27 divided by 4/3. So I work that out, and what I'm going to get is 16/27 divided by 4/3 is 4/9. So this is 1 minus 4/9. So I find the sum now. You add those up. -2 divided by 5/9. This part over here is -3 and 3/5. And then this part right here is 4/3 divided by 5/9, which is 2 and 2/5. 2 and 2/5. And so what we get is -6/5. That's the sum to infinity, -6/5. Easy question, -6/5. -6/5, and that is right here, option C. Easy, soft. Question 18, that's a repeat. This is 600. This comes every year. All right. This is a repeat from all papers. Repeat from 2013. All right, it says that the sum of, in terms of a GP, is Sn is 4 to the n. For this series, it wants to know if the common ratio is 4. So Sn is 4 to the n, all right? If Sn is 4 to the n, then that means S1, which is equal to the first term. S1 is just the first term A, and that means that the first term A is equal to 4 to the 1 minus 4 to the 1 minus 1 is 3. That is A. A equal 3. And when you put n as 2, S2 is equal to A plus AR. That is S2, the sum of the first two terms. But then now, when you plug in n as 2, we get 4 squared, and 4 squared is 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. But A is 3. This is telling us that 3 plus 3R is equal to 15. And so when we carry over 3, we're getting 3r equal 12. And if 3r is equal to 12, we divide both sides by 3 to get r equal 4. So r equal 4 is true. Number 1 is correct. Nice. It says the first 3 terms are 3, 15, and 63. This is wrong. The first term is 3, but the second term would actually be 3 times 4, which is 12. So this is wrong, and so anything with 2 is out. This wrong, this wrong, this wrong, so the answer has to be option B. Easy question, soft. Question 20 says, evaluate the sum from k equal 1 to 3 of 1 over k. So first you plug in k as 1, you're going to get 1 plus, plug in k as 2, you get 1 over 2, plus you plug in k as 3, you get 1 over 3. You add up all of those, you're going to get, I believe, 11 over 6. Because this is 1 plus 0.5 plus 1 over 3, 11 over 6, yeah. Nice. The coordinates of the center of the circle is, from this we're getting 1, from this we're getting minus 3, so the center is 1 minus 3. Easy. Okay. This says now, the line through the points Q is H2 and R is 4, 8, and is parallel to the line 2x plus y minus 10 equals 0. So first, find the gradient of this line. And to find the gradient of this line, what we need to do is, of course, make y the subject. So we make y the subject, and we're going to get okay. So make y the subject right here, and we're going to get y is equal to, bring over that to get minus 2x plus 10. Minus 2x plus 10. And so that means the gradient is negative 2. Since the gradient is negative 2, then that means that the gradient of QR, that means that the gradient of QR is also negative 2. So the gradient of QR is y2 minus y1. So we can say 8 minus 2 over x2 of 4 minus h, and that's equal to negative 2. So what we're getting is 8 minus 2 is 6. So 6 over 4 minus h is negative 2. Solving for h, we know that 6 over 3, 6 over negative 3 is negative 2. So this part simplified to be 6 over 4 minus h equal negative 2. And so what that means is 4 minus h equal negative 3. And if 4 minus h equal negative 3, then h must be 7. H equals 7. Easy question. Soft. Capital T. Nice. Moving right along. All right. Question 23. It says the point of intersection. All right. So the point of intersection of the line with the equation y minus x minus 2 and the circle x squared plus y squared equal 10. So first thing you have to do is substitute. You have to substitute the line into the circle. Substituting the line into the circle, what you're going to get is, I'm going to rewrite the first equation as y is equal to x plus 2. So I'm going to substitute y as x plus 2 into this right here to get x squared plus y squared is going to be x plus 2 all squared, which is x squared plus, that becomes 4x plus 4. X squared plus 4x plus 4. And this is equal to 10. Nice and easy. Now x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. So you get 2x squared. This works out to be 2x squared plus 4x minus 10 equals 0. So we divide through by 2. If we divide through by 2, that's going to simplify down, carrying up to the top to be x squared plus 2x, x squared plus 2x. Oh, sorry, when I bring over 10, 4 minus 10 is minus 6. I made an error right here. This should have been minus 6. Minus 6. So now I bring it over. It's x squared plus 2x minus 6 equals 0. Minus 6. All right, and so x squared plus 2x minus 6 equals 0. And so then all you need to do is to go ahead and solve for x. Solving this quadratic for x, I think I could see already that it's going to be 1 and 3, but it's going to be x squared plus 2x minus 3. And I divide it, it's minus 3. Minus 3. What I did was divide this by 2. So you can go ahead and factorize this. Go ahead and factorize it. And what you're going to get is x, x. Signs are different, the greater product positive. So you have x plus 3 and x minus 1. So that means we're getting x equal 1. We're getting x equal 1 or x equal negative 3. That's what you're getting for x. When x is 1, you're going to get that y is 3. When x is 1, you're going to get y is 3. And when x is negative 3, you're going to get y is negative 1. So the points are 1, 3, and negative 3, negative 1. Negative 3, negative 1, and 1, 3. Easy, soft, nice and easy. All right, next one. 24 says two vectors are equal if if they have the same magnitude and same direction. Easy. Question 25 is a big repeat. It is a repeat from every year pretty much. So this is a repeat from 2015, I think. All right. And it says the position vectors A and B relative to the origin 2, 5, and 3 minus 1. What is the acute angle? So the first thing you need to do is you need to find the dot product. So you need to work out 2, 5 with the dot product of 3 minus 1. So you work out this dot product, you get 6 minus 5, which is equal to 1. After you get the dot product, you need to work out the modulus of OA. And so you work out what is 2 squared plus 5 squared, all square rooted. That's going to be 25 and 4 is 29. Then you work out the square root of 3 squared plus 1 squared. That's going to be the square root of 10. Well, this was square root 29, square root 10. And so what are you going to get? The acute angle between the two is just going to be 1 over the square root of 29 times the square root of 10 is the square root of 290. So it's 1 over the square root of 290. which is option A. Nice and easy. So, question 27. Given that x is acute and cos x is 3 over 5, what is sine of 2x? This is a repeat question. It's 24 over 25. This is a repeat from 2014. So it's a repeat from 2014. Nice and easy. All right, next question. Next question says, what is the arc length of x? Now, x is the arc length, and x is equal to r times theta. X is equal to r times theta. That's how you find x, r times theta. What is r? R is 1.5. 1.5 is 3 over 2. We have 3 over 2. What is theta? Theta is angle Q, and theta is 45, and 45 is pi by 4. Pi by 4. 3 pi over 8. Option B. Solve. Nice. All right, moving right along. We're going to go to question 29. Question 29 is y is equal to sine 2x. Sketch the graph. So to sketch this graph, there are some things that we need to know. For example, when you plug in pi, x as pi, the sine of 2 pi is 0. So let's check if all is getting 0. Okay, we're pretty much good. Now first thing, this one out, because sine is between 1 and minus 1. So this one out. All right. Now let's look at this. When you're plugging in x as pi, do we get 0? Yes. When you plug in, this would be pi by 2. When you plug in pi by 2, what do you get? When you plug in pi by 2, 2 times pi by 2 is pi, and the sine of pi is 0. So this one out. This is not matching what we're supposed to get. This one out. Let's go to this one. When you plug in pi by 4, you're going to get 2 times pi by 4 is pi by 2, and the sine of pi by 2 is 1. So this one out as well. And so it has to just be option D. Easy. This one is a repeat question, and I think this was 35 degrees. This is a repeat. Big repeat question. And I shall believe that it was from 2015. All right, it's having a little freeze there, but this is 35. And you can check it, the sine of 55 is the same as the cos of 35. You can check it, you'll see that that is indeed true. And the sine of 55 is the cos of 35. So that is A. This was a repeat. As I said, this was a repeat. Repeat from I don't remember which year. Moving along. This question, again, this is another repeat. This was option A. This is another repeat question. Another repeat. All right, 8 pi by 5. Convert 8 pi by 5 to degrees. You just need to work out what is 8 times 180 divided by 5. And 8 times 180 divided by 5 is 288. Easy. This is another repeat question. Repeat, and tan theta was minus 5 over 12. Easy. (34) is another repeat question, which is 2 over sine x. Another repeat question. So many repeat questions this year. Nice. It says y is equal to the root of 5 minus x, find dy by dx. Dy by dx is carry down the power half, then you subtract 1 from the power, write it as 5 minus x to the negative half, 5 minus x to the negative half, multiplied by the derivative in the bracket, which is minus 1. And so what you get is this works out to be minus 1 divided by the square root of 5 minus x. And it's being multiplied by 2. So you have 2 times the square root of 5 minus x. Minus 1 over 2 times the square root of 5 minus x is d. It says the gradient at x equal pi by 6 on the curve y equal cos x. If y is cos x, we can differentiate it to get that dy by dx is equal to, when you differentiate cos, you get minus sine. So you get minus sine x. You get minus sine x, and then all you need to do is plug in x as pi by 6. Plug x as pi by 6. So plug x as pi by 6 now. And so what we're going to get is minus sine of pi by 6 is minus a half. Nice and easy, soft. All right. Question 37. It says the curve C is given by y equal 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 12x plus 6. What is the stationary points? To find the stationary points occur when dy by dx equals 0. That's how we find stationary point, when dy by dx is equal to 0. So what are we going to do? We're going to differentiate 2x cubed to get 6x squared. We differentiate minus 3x squared to get minus 6x. We differentiate minus 12x to get minus 12. And this is, of course, equal to 0. We then divide through by 6 to get x squared minus x minus 2 equal to 0. And so we can factorize this now, equate it to 0. So you have 2, and you have 1, you have x, and you have x. Signs are different and the greater product negative, so that's minus, and this is plus. So what you're getting is x equal negative 1, and you're getting x equal 2. That's what we're getting, x equal negative 1 and x equal 2. Option B. All right. Nice. Now right here now, we have y is 2x squared plus 3 cos x. What's dy by dx? You just differentiate 2x squared to get 4x. And when you differentiate cos, you get minus sine, so you're going to get minus 3 sine x. And that's it, 4x minus 3 sine x. Easy. It says a curve C has equation y equal f of x, and the second derivative is x to the 4 minus 15. Then minus 25 is. So first thing we need to do is find what is f double prime. Wait, this is a maximum turning point. This is a repeat from 2015. Or even if you didn't remember that, you find f double prime of minus 2. F double prime of minus 2 is minus 2 to the 4, which is 8. 8 minus 15 is negative 7. Negative 7 is less than 0. So it's a maximum turning point. Question 40, repeat, option A. This one is a repeat, easy, repeat question. Question 41, this is another repeat question to find the volume. And it was pi times the integral from 0 to 1 of x to the 4. This is another repeat question. Repeat question. All right, this one now, it says that we have integral from a to b of f of x, and a is less than c, which is less than b. So x can be broken up as, we can break it up as the integral from a to c plus the integral from c to b. That's how you can integrate it. All right, that's it. So it's just going to be the integral from a to b. So looking for the integral from a to c plus integral from c to b. Integral from a to c plus integral from c to b. Nice and easy, soft. It's just like addition. If you're adding, you can add, if you're adding 1 to 5, you can add from 1 to 3, and then add from 3 to 4. Same way. Add 4 to 5, sorry. Okay, so the region is enclosed by the x-axis and the curve x squared plus 2x minus 1. Find the area R. R is just the integral of y. And so what we're going to do is just find the integral of x squared plus 2x minus 1. So we'll find the integral of this. What we're going to get is, and we're integrating, of course, from 2 to 3. Integrating from 2 to 3. So if we integrate from 2 to 3, what we're going to get is x cubed over 3 plus, then you have 2x. When you integrate 2x, you're getting 2x squared over 2, which is just x squared minus x. And you're integrating, of course, from 2 to 3. Going from 2 to 3. So when you plug in the 3 first, plugging in 3, you're going to get 3 cubed over 3 plus 3 squared minus 3. So I get 15 first minus, when I plug in the 2, I get 2 cubed over 3 plus 2 squared minus 2, which is 4, and 2 over 3. So it's 15 minus 4 and 2 over 3. 15 minus 4 and 2 over 3 is definitely 31 over 3. Easy question. Soft. Question 44. It says that the integral from 1 to f of x is 6. And so let's replace this with 6. Integral from 1 to 4 of f of x is 6. So we can replace this as 4 times the integral from 1 to 4. Replace it as 4 times the integral from 1 to 4 of f of x, or f, plus 5. That's just going to be equal to 4 times the integral from 1 to 4 of f is 6. That's 4 times 6 plus 5. 4 times 6 plus 5, that's, let's see, that's 24, plus 5 is 29. Nice and easy, soft. Easy question. Now the next one says, integrate cos x minus 2 sine x. Now when you integrate cos, you get minus sine. Now when you integrate cos, you get sine. When you integrate cos, you get sine x. And when you integrate sine, you get minus cos. So then it's going to become plus 2 cos x. So you get sine x plus 2 cos x plus your integration constant, so sine x plus 2 cos x, or 2 cos x plus sine x. Option D, soft. And that paper was really easy. That's 2016. So I hope you had a lot of fun. I surely did. Easy paper. Stay tuned for 2017 and the others. I hope it was just as fun for you as it was for me.